All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please like, share, and comment.
Finnish court has actually come out to say that now the final judgment in Ekpa's case will be delivered on the 1st of September. So if you watch this particular video from, actually set load down, stick it to this video cam. We'll take the full details and more information on this update the 27th day of August. So every Biafran that from the 1st of September, just in few days from now, Naga pass a judgment on the case of Simon Ekpa and the Finnish court. So can go down the full details on this right up. In here from your screen, if you know the updates is from the verified handle of this media outlet or Abama King Network. And the update says the judgment will be delivered on 1st of September, Finnish court. So this is from Finnish court. So and it went further to say the Finnish court has confirmed in response to inquiries by the Abama Network that a final judgment in Ekpa's case will be delivered on September 1st, 2025. It's a good update. And the update goes further to say this timeline source directly from court communications underscores the independence of Finland's judicial process. Ekpa, who denies any involvement in violence and frames his activism as a call for Biafran self-determination, continues to symbolize resilience against what many sees as transnational repression aided by foreign governments. So, and he went further to say, in the shadowy corridors of Nigerian propaganda, where facts are twisted and victories fabricated, General Christopher Musa, Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff, CDS, recently attempted to paint a picture of triumph over Biafran separatism. During his August 21st, 2025 appearance, Musa claimed that Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, remains under prosecution in Finland, attributing improved security in Nigerian southeast to Ekpa's detention. He boasted of targeting Ekpa's alleged lieutenants in Imo, Enugu, Anambra, Ebonyi, and Abia states under Operation Udoka. But let me clear, these are hollow words from a failing regime. Sonny Akparawa Bridges, Minister of Information, Media and Communication, has dismissed Musa's statement as pure propaganda in a series of public assurance to Biafrans. Alright, Akparawa emphasized that Nigeria has received no substantive updates from Finnish authorities regarding Ekpa's case. Past attempts by Nigerian officials to hype extradition effort have repeatedly been exposed as lies. Every Nigerian news media, Ekpa will be repatriated, Ekpa will be brought back to Nigeria. All those ones were all foul and didn't come to pass. Let me go further. Viral claims of court approvals in April and May 2025 were debunked by fact checkers like AFP and Dubois, revealing them as unverified social media fabrications. Ekpa's lawyer has consistently denied any extradition proceedings, and Finnish prosecutors are handling the matter as a domestic incitement case, not a handover to Nigeria. Alright, moreover, the Finnish courts have confirmed in response to inquiries by the Abama Network, a dedicated global media outlet, that a final judgment in Ekpa's case will be delivered on September 1st, 2025. It's both a good news to Biafrans. Let me read ahead. This timeline, sourced directly from court communications, underscores the independence of Finland's judicial process and exposes Nigerian desperate attempt to influence or misrepresent it. Ekpa, who denies any involvement in violence and frames his activism as a call for Biafran self-determination, continues to symbolize resilience against what many sees as transnational repression aided by foreign governments. But Musa's bluster doesn't stop any Ekpa. It extends to underground operations where the Nigerian military's impotence is laid bare. Despite claims of dismantling Biafran Network, the Biafra Liberation Army, the armed wing aligned with BRGIE, has not only held its ground but made significant progress in reclaiming control over the very region. Musa mentioned reports from Biafran sources detailed BLA operation neutralizing Nigerian forces and their collaborators such as Ebubago militias in areas like Okigwe, Imo, Nsukka, Enugu, Ihiala, Anambra, and Ishiago, Ebonyi. In recent weeks, BLA commands have conducted successful ambushes, recovering arms and disrupting military checkpoints, effectively turning the tide in what pro-Biafran voices describe as a war of attrition. For instance, accounts from BLA affiliates highlight operations in Ekusigo and Olo, where Nigerian troops and allied terrorists were decimated in night raids, forcing many to flee or resign from auxiliary groups. These advances comes amid broader warnings to Biafran youth against joining Nigerian recruitment drives, which are seen as traps to bolster failing counter-insurgency efforts elsewhere in the country. While Nigerian media outlets parrot military successes, such as clearing IPOP camps, the reality on the ground, as per grassroots reports, shows BLA flooding communities with presence and support, avenging civilian deaths and establishing de facto controls in red zones. This isn't just about military setbacks, it's testament to the enduring spirit of Biafra resistance. Historical grievances fueled this movement. Musa updates are propaganda meant to placate a crumbling federation, but they rig force against the backdrops of BLA's gains and Ekpa's unwavering leadership from afar, said the Honorable Akbarawa. As September 1st approached, Biafrans worldwide await a judgment that could redefine their struggle. In the meantime, General Musa should heed the truth. Your operations have failed, your lies are exposed, and Biafran's march towards liberation continues unabated. The CDS has no update, only excuses. The Minister of Information concludes. Alright, so this is a media outlet, and according to them, they said they got direct information from the Finnish court for settling the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, so that they are giving Biafrans assurance that come 1st of September, and just in few days' time, that the judgment of Ekpa's case will finally be passed, that they should disregard any form of information concerning the repatriation of Simon Ekpa, the prosecution, whatever that may be flowing around. That Naman Simon Ekpa's concluding judgment will take place on the 1st of September. So 1st of September is just by the corner. The regist, the full detail of what is going to transpire, what is going to happen at the court sitting of that September. So
he complained about the issue of Simon Ekpa. He is in Finland. The Finnish government are giving him all the support, and he's doing what he's doing. Comments he's making, people are being killed, and nothing is being done. And this is democracy. If European Union is the one supporting democracy, and this is happening, and they're not taking action, then they don't mean well for Nigeria. We have said that in clear terms. We need to diplomatically find means of getting him out of whatever it is that he's doing. He must be arrested. He must be prosecuted.
As we speak now, Attorney General said, hey, you fled on news the other day. People are calling me, say, Finland had extradited Simon Ekpa. You people are jokers in this country. What do you think you take Finland for? They are watching what is happening in Nigeria. They are watching. The Kenya people that brought Nnamdi Kanu, allowed Nnamdi Kanu to be kidnapped. Do you think that they are taking it, they are finding it funny? They are not finding it funny. I've been in Kenya. We're following the matter. Let me just give Simon Ekpa.
Okay, that's a good example. I was going to go there.
As an instance, I went to Finland by March last year. I finished my program in Paris. I went to Finland. I went to understand their own judicial system. And I was made to understand that Finland is the only country in Europe that doesn't have bilateral agreement with any other country.
I do know, for example, Simon Ekpa's case with Finland. I don't know if it's a case, but it's of interest to organizations around the world.
Yes.
Both some of the UN organizations and every of the other bodies.
Yes.
And I can imagine that if that was done against Finland, certain statements about what needs to be done, right, against Finland as a country, will they sit and be quiet about it? And then it brings forward the question about, what about in good faith? If peradventure, I mean, there are cases such as Julian Assange, right? Leaked cases, he has human rights, he stays in an embassy. I don't even know which embassy he is now. But it's of interest that when you do disseminate information, whether true or not true, or you have statements that have strong repercussions to national security of another country, there should be response from the host country, don't you think so?
And Femidi, we are talking about law. We're talking about the rule of law. Femidi, do you know that if we go out here and go forbid, we saw armed robbers killing people live. The judge saw the armed robbers kill the person with the AK-47. The Attorney General saw it. The Nigerian Bar Association saw it. Everybody witnessed it. Evidence are there. The law said the procedure must be followed. You must get him arrested. That's what we are talking about law. You must get him arrested. Not only getting him arrested, you must subject him to investigation. Police will investigate him. He will write a statement. After writing statement, he will bring his own lawyer to give him fair hearing. After giving him fair hearing, you arraign him in that court. Remember that the judge, when he was going to work, witness everything.
Yes.
The judge will allow prosecution to prove his case. Femidi, do you know that when you go to court and the man said, guilty or not guilty, I'm guilty, convict me. The law said, judge, you cannot convict. Prosecution, prove your case. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying.
I do follow you.
The law will say, prosecution, prove your case. And if you charge him for armed robbery and murder, and there is 4 elements for you to prove murder, there are 4 elements for you to prove armed robbery. If you prove 3.5, if you do not prove the other half, you'll be set free. Remember that he has accepted, he has pleaded guilty. Court will say, prove your case. And where he failed to prove all those elements, court will change that is guilty to no guilty.
So despite the fact that the person on trial says, I am guilty,
You prove it.
the prosecution has to prove it.
You must prove it.
And if they can't prove it
They will-
completely, the judge will rule
We
against
convert
it.
that he's guilty to non-guilty and discharge him.
It brings me forward to the question of some
Right.
of the arrests in the country as we have it going on, including Nnamdi Kanu, which you one of
Yes.
the
Do you know why I'm giving you this instance?
Yes.
Do you know why I don't want to bring Nnamdi Kanu's own? Because it's on trial. But I'm giving you a scenario that is related to that.
Oh yes, I understand the scenario game, and I do believe the others are following through.
So people want Simon Ekpa to come down here and face his trial. That's what people. That's major.
Really?
That is the question. Now, tell me the reason why Kenya, Finland refused. The woman who was the ambassador of Finland that time, when they met him, he said Nigeria should do their own. Nigeria should. Nobody is happy. I'm living in Nigeria here as an ambassador of a Finnish government to this place. But Nigeria should do their own. What is their own? The first time they took Nnamdi Kanu to court in their own, Nnamdi Kanu brought only 2 judgments. Look at the 2 judgments. Court ordered that Simon Ekpa brought the 2 judgments. Only 2 judgments. Show the court. Look at the 2 judgments given by the court in Nigeria, asking that they should release Nnamdi Kanu. They refuse. So, and the country that are civilized, and that is what is making me to be.
So there's a mountain of evidence, and this evidence, and I do say, because I'm just following through with some of, and I know it's an ongoing case, so there's a limit to how we could put perspective to it.
Yes.
But for the purpose of understanding how things are so far, last week it was about the fact that, he said certain words during the broadcast. And I just want to talk about the broadcast because now the broadcast is being brought into court. But let's talk about the broadcast, which is the Radio Biafra and all those kind of conversations that were held. And I'm taking, because it's a case, the federal government versus Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
But I'm just thinking about Nigerians. Now, Nnamdi Kanu's perspective on Nigerians. Nnamdi's perspective on the concept of the Southeast Bloc pretty much standing in its own, and his method of administering what some of his followers should do. And this is completely out of the court case because it's a federal government versus that. So we're treating about Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerians, and his method of saying do this, do that.